Hello everyone, this is Suresh from Azure ADB. Today our topic is one of the interview question. So question is like, suppose we have two data frames. Okay, first data frame having three columns, ID, name, mobile number. And second data frame, we have these columns, ID, pin code, address, and city. Once you join these two data frames on key column of ID, and uh, while selecting these columns you will get ambiguous error. So then how you resolve this error? So this is the interview question. So first I'll try to create one data frame for this based on this input. So df1 and df2. So df1 I have three columns and it has two rows. So this ID is of 1 and 2. And second data frame I have ID, and ID has 1 and 2. So these two columns, what they asked while joining these two data frames on ID column. So here I will do inner join here. So df1 dot join df2 and using ID column, df1 of ID and df2 of ID and inner join. So this since it is inner join, it will find for common records. So here also 1 and 2, here also 1 and 2. We'll get both the rows. Okay. And if you observe here, both ID columns, it is appearing here. So in first data frame, we have ID column, and second data frame also we are having ID column. And one more thing, so while joining uh, two data frames, no, you can follow either of this method. Okay, so I selected this particular method. Okay, df1 of ID equal to df2 of ID. Now, what they asked, we need to select these columns from this particular data frame. If I try to run this, see, I'll get reference ID is ambiguous. Okay, so that means why you are getting this ambiguous error is, so we are not mentioned this ID is belongs to either df1 or df2. So it getting ambiguous which one to select. So then what is the solution for this? So we have two methods. So first method is I am doing inner join and by mentioning only on equal to ID. So that means instead of mentioning df1 of ID equal to df2 dot ID. So this method is generating two ID columns. So to avoid duplication, we can use on method and we can use column, key column. If I try to run this and if you observe the result, see you will get only one ID column. Okay, so here we are avoiding duplication. So now you can select these columns. So since we have only one ID column, so we can avoid ambiguous error. Okay, so this is one of the method. And second method is, so first rename any one of the data frame. So for second method, now I'm defining data frames as df3 and df4. So for data frame 1, this ID column I'm renaming by using with column renamed ID to ID underscore df1, and df2 is same as it is. Okay, so I'm not changing anything in that. If I run this, see, first one I renamed from ID to ID underscore df1. Here ID as it is there. Okay, so now if I try to join, inner join, how I'm doing inner join, df3 dot join on df4, and I'm selecting df3 of ID, whatever renamed column. is equal to df4 of id. See here we are getting id underscore df1 and here id. And on top of this data frame, I am selecting these columns. So here I am giving id. So here we have two, no? So we are selecting this one. So since we renamed, no? So now here we don't have any ambiguous error. Okay, so these are the two methods to avoid ambiguous error. So that's all about this video. So if you really like this video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.